Yeah, you got me on 87 TV Network, live and in living color, DC. Y'all keep that shit popping.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Look, listen. I'm broke down. Can I just be real honest? CWall family, my DC sports loving family and friends. Listen, y'all girl is tired. But listen, I'm so happy to be here with you all. I'm at 87 TV Network Studios, you guys, down at the Wharf in Southwest. Just, hey, listen, y'all, I can barely see. And my team is in here. They got my back. And I had to rush back because I just had to be in the studio after the first week of Redskins training camp. So I'm glad that you guys are here with me and seeing, me being broke down on camera in front of y'all. And me being really, really honest about that. Look, Redskins fans, I know y'all want me to talk about Redskins this whole entire show. Yes. I know that is the request of many of you. My team member Joy, that's all she ever wants. Yeah. And listen, I want to talk about them all day too. Not all day, but for the next 30 minutes. I definitely do. But I can't do that, you guys. I cannot do that. We have to show the rest of the city some love. Okay? We got to show them some love. We got some updates. We got to at least give an update on the Nats and the Mystics. The Wizards made a front office move. So we got to talk about that, you guys. Okay? Can you just bear with me for a moment? For a moment. And hey, listen, you guys. Make sure you are sharing this show with your DC sports loving family and friends. Hey, listen, it's kind of like DVR. You can always watch the show later, right? But it's so much more fun when you're on here live and direct with CWall Sports and Entertainment. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm not jumping in on the Skins. Y'all don't have to be mad at me, okay? Listen. This is where I'm jumping in, though. The Nats. Let me just talk about oh my gosh, the second of the teeth in the room.
Always do the Nats first.
Listen, the Nats played the Braves, right? And they almost came back, but that series, they did not come back. They didn't come back. But look, they're down 6 games to the Braves, so they're second in the NL East. Don't count the Nats out, okay? Don't count the Nats out. They're looking good. I can't say enough about Juan Soto and Anthony Rendon and what they're doing and what they bring to their team. Mike Rizzo made some moves, traded for 3 players, one of which I was very shocked. Hunter Strickland, the right-hander from the Mariners, is now a Washington National. And here's why, y'all probably already know, here's why this was so interesting. It was so interesting because y'all remember like a couple years ago when Bryce Harper got in that brawl, when he got in a fight? It was with Hunter. Now I guess it doesn't matter because Bryce, he might get he might get decked next. But at this so it really doesn't matter. But at the same token, it's kind of like, wow, look at how things come full circle. Now Hunter's on the team. So there's that. Hunter's now at Washington National. Welcome to all the guys that joined the team. But going back to Juan Soto and Anthony Rendon, just briefly, the bullpen needs some help. Straight up and down. Straight up and down. We're not going to win no championship with that bullpen. So hopefully these trades will make a huge impact there. Don't forget, if you join the Junior Nats Kids Club, kids under 12 eat free at the park. That's a big deal. Yes. That's a promo. Yeah. Everybody agrees with me. Yes. that's a big deal. Okay? So we're going to move to the Mystics real fast. Elena Del Don and Christy Tolliver, they played in the WNBA All-Star game And so they did a tremendous job, as they always do. But then on July the 30th, the Mystics beat the Phoenix Mercury 99-93. Dale Dawn had 33 points. She just crushed it. She absolutely crushed it. I didn't watch the game live, but I was able to catch some highlights. And she was killing it, doing what she does. The Mystics play the Seattle Storm tomorrow. And their next home game, actually, I'm not going to be selfish. Their next home game is until next Thursday at 7 p.m. against the Indiana Fever. So, listen, y'all, I keep trying to tell people, the entertainment and sports arena, it be lit. It is jumping out there. For real. A lot of people, they're sleeping on it. They're sleeping on the WNBA games. It's high energy. It's a lot of fun. The Mystics bringing folks out. And I'm here for it. I'm all the way here for it. Yeah. The Wizards made a front office move. They made a front office move. Clippers executive Johnny Rodgers is now the Wizards VP of Pro Personnel. They created a position for him. So a lot of folks are really digging this move because it's from the Clippers. The Clippers, everyone knows, I don't even have to say it, they've done a great job in terms of scouting. He also worked for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And so when it comes to scouting, especially at the international level, tremendous job. The Wizards working. Sometimes I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something. And this was positive. This was positive. This is looked at as a move in the right direction. Tommy Shepard is now the official, as we all know, Wizards general manager. So here's what I see. I see Tommy making the moves that they can make. It's like I've been saying. Hey, listen. If you only got $6, don't spend your whole $6 on one item. See what you can get. See what you can work with. And he's doing the best that he can. I know that sounds that sounds rough. When you start saying things like they just doing the best they can, that sounds terrible. It sounds like you hold on to their life. You're doing real bad. Truth be told, when people start saying they just doing the best they can, they mean you holding on to their life. And the Wizards kind of are. They kind of are. So, but in a good way, this was a good move. It was a good move. I'm not looking at it as a bad move. I think it's a great move, and kudos on that. Let's see what else happens. Okay. All right. That's all I'm going to give y'all. Shout out to one of my interns, Davin, because Davin got me all the way straight. Shout out to Davin. She got me all the way straight with all the content and keeping me up to date on the DC sports happenings while I was just immersed in Redskins Nation. So if you all have been following the CWall sports pages, I should say, then you know that I've been down at training camp down in Richmond for the last week. Whew. And and I'm here for it. I'm here for it. It's a great time of year. I love it. And I don't even know where to start. What have we done? We've done an interview. We've been able to do an interview every day. Mm-hmm. So we've had Tress Way, Wes Martin, Jimmy Moreland, the DRC, Dominique Rogers-Cromartie, and today Nick Sundberg. And all of those guys, everyone I just named, was just a joy to have on the show. And just talking to them one-on-one. They all of them were more than willing to share, more than willing to sit down with me. They were all great. And they said, whenever you want me to come on back, come back. I'm there. So I said, I'll talk to you on Saturday. It's like, no, I'm not. We won't be doing any more interviews until next week, I'm thinking, because there's a lot of fan appreciation events going on this weekend. So check it out. Listen, Redskins fans, it's hot in Richmond, so get a lot of water, right? and drink a lot of water. Do that because that's the right thing to do. Okay, don't come out dead drunk. I'ma just say it. Okay, I know my mom is watching. My mother is watching. Hey, mom, she watches every show. And mom, look, I just got to tell the people. Well, they shouldn't be drinking anyway. That's what she's gonna say. But do not mess around in this heat and think you're gonna be out there off the Tito's. You're gonna pass out. It's not safe. It's not safe. So don't do that to yourself. It's a bad move. Okay, it's not a good move. It's a bad move. But come out there and support the team. A ton of fan appreciation events going on this weekend on Saturday. Like I said, it's Fan Appreciation Day. So I'm not doing any interviews that day because that day is strictly for the fans. It really is. And the players are totally, I mean, they're going to believe they're back in pads, full pads on Saturday. So they're going to put on a good show for you guys. And then Sunday is social media day. Monday and Tuesday, just, practice. Matter of fact, I'm incorrect. Tuesday is Kids Day. So kids been down there the whole time, but it's Kids Day on Tuesday. But then, next week, a week from today, is the first preseason game in Cleveland versus the Browns. I'm ready for the first preseason game. I got to tell y'all the truth. I was sitting there, and I said, you know what? It's football season. Let's get it going, okay? Let's get it going. Overall, because I know some people have asked some questions, have sent them to me ahead of time. And thank you so much, Cameron. Yes, I've survived the heat. We got another week of heat, though, brother. Pray for me. Because I had to get up out the heat today. I said, I'm not sitting here for this. I had to put my foot down. I said, I'm getting out of here. I'm going in the tent. No. Something is wrong. I feel like I'm about to faint. But anyway, just jumping right in. I have to make myself laugh, I'm telling you. Jumping right into it and thinking about the questions that folks have asked. And feel free to ask questions on this post as well. John Adams, I believe earlier today, you asked me who was my favorite. Mazdak, he's also on the CWall team and a huge supporter of the CWall sports entertainment business and of the show. Mazdak asked about who's the dark horse. And then Kevin Sample, all three of these guys, huge Redskins fans, okay? Huge. Kevin Sample asked about specifically Terry McLaurin. So I'm going to go back to John's question in terms of who is my favorite. In all fairness, I don't have a favorite. I stopped playing favorites a while ago. But I'm going to tell y'all something straight up. That defensive line is ferocious. Something happened. I don't know if they had a like a retreat or something, and they said we gonna get it together. This is anybody across that line, you're a wrap. I don't know. The energy is so magnetic with that defensive line. So that I can't even pick one. It's just I can't pick one player. It's all of them. Okay? It's all of those guys. I love it. Love it. Okay? The dark horse. Going back to the defensive line. It's a guy that I gave a hard time last year. And right now, because I had a couple dark horses. One being Tim Settle. Last year I used to watch the games and be like, what we get here for, huh? Oh, you might not have known last year, but you know this year. He is tough as nails. And he is ready to cream who's ever in his way to get to that football and get to that quarterback. Tim Settle is my dark horse because I talked a lot of trash about Tim last year. Dragged him many days. And so, and y'all know me though. One thing y'all learn, we got a lot of new CWall family members joining us. One thing y'all learn about me, I'm very transparent. If I'm wrong, I'll tell you. Or I say like I just did. I talk a whole lot of trash about the guy, but guess what? He is the beeswax this year. I love that energy. He brings it every single day. I'm going to tell you another dark horse that just popped into my head just now. Because I try to get these questions when I can. You know, I gotta. It has to come from within. I have to be honest about it, right? Monte Nicholson. Everybody knows he ended up getting suspended, so he was inactive for the half of the season. And Monte was, ranked as like the worst at his position at one point last year. Monte is so laser focused right now. You see it every day he comes out on the field. You see it while he's out there on the field, and you see it when he leaves. He is totally locked in. So that's another one of my dark horses. I gave you Tim Settle, gave you Monte Nicholson, both on the defense. I'm gonna give y'all another dark horse, and I just can't wait to even say this one. I can't wait to say this one.
Lord.
I cannot wait. You wanna know who it is? I'm gonna tell y'all who it is. Jordan Reed. And here's why he's a dark horse. And you see, it's already some people already sniggering in the room.
He a little broke up. Let's just.
I gotta be honest though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lord, please. If ever there was a year they could be healthy, let it be this one.
Just give us one.
Just give us one. Jordan Reed looks fantastic. He always does, but I'm leaving him on my list. You not listen. He stays.
He always looks good.
He stays. He stays, daggone it. Yes.
He's the darkest horse.
He's the darkest horse of them all. And people write him off because he get hurt every year. But and then let me tell you something. These guys, another thing I want to share is this. One thing, and I shared this with DRC yesterday when we spoke one-on-one. Every single day they have gotten better. That's all you can ask for. It's training camp. It's training camp. Every single day they've gotten better. So, the energy level is there. Y'all have probably already heard now that there's been a few fights.
A couple.
And Coach Gruden ain't got time for fights. He has very low tolerance for fights. And of course the fights say, okay, if you're fighting, that means there's intensity there. True that. That is absolutely true. But if you fight on game day, those are personal fouls. You could get ejected from the game. It's a waste. So yesterday he got so ticked off with the fighting, he made the offensive and defensive lines run sprints. Get on over there and run. He was mad. And he has no tolerance for it. It's not his thing.
It's about time.
And he mentioned today in his opening presser this morning that this is stemmed from a lack of discipline. He said it. I said, well, Lord, listen.
Well, at least he knows.
He knows. So when we talk about lack of discipline and things of that nature, he knows. Mm-hmm. He absolutely knows, and he said it. So I have no fights today, but they weren't in pads. Today was relatively light. But you still go through the motions. You still go through the practice motions. And it was a good day. It was a good day. Every day has been a good day. It hasn't been like, ooh. My thing is, what does that mean then for how we look against the opponents? See, I start wanting to know, well, what does the rest of the division look like?
Right.
What do the opponents look like? I want to go back to an area that needs some work. The offensive line needs some work. Right now, I think as a position group, They're about the weakest of the position groups, but also, again, because I'm standing out there and I'm looking, these guys are working hard to improve. Coach Callahan and his staff are doing exactly what they need to do to get these guys to level up.
They need to.
And how you doing, Robert? You said you saw me today at camp, and said I seen your videos. HTTR. Hello, my friend. Welcome to the CWall family. Welcome. I hope you enjoyed yourself today and stay hydrated and drink water. But O-line needs work. And then I've heard some people say the defense is so strong. It's like, does that mean that the O-line is that bad? Or is the defense that good?
But the O-line got a job.
I mean, hey, listen. They got a job to do. They got to work. So it doesn't matter if this is who you going up against every day. You got the battle.
And you can't keep running through quarterbacks.
You can't listen.
Because they're not protecting the quarterback.
We want to talk quarterback. I can easily see, unpopular opinion. Okay, unpopular opinion. Get ready for it.
Here we go, guys.
Get ready for it. Unpopular. I can easily see how the coaching staff won't make a decision on who starts until week 1. I can easily see that. Because it goes back and forth, right? Cole has good days. Case Keenum has good days. Dwayne Haskins has good days. Sometimes they don't have good days. The reps, they try to spread it out amongst all of them. And then, of course, there is a fourth quarterback there, Josh Woodrum. And so they have to spread it all out. They have to share and spread the love amongst all of them. But for me, it's not it's not by a rocket. This is your number 1 quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Not a landslide.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. These guys are playing for a job. Every single last one of them. And here's the other thing.
Including Cole?
These people, yeah. But here's the thing. Because Cole has been so much in Jay Gruden's system, he knows it the most. He knows it. He gets it. Right? But another thing I want to mention about the quarterback battle is Alex Smith is out there almost every day with these guys. Everyone knows Alex is out. He is injured. He broke his leg. Like, everybody knows the Alex Smith story. He is out there with that quarterback position group, and he's just as much of a coach as anybody else out there. His leadership is needed for every single last one of those guys, not just the quarterback position, but it's very encouraging to see that. Mm-hmm. Reuben Foster is out there as well with his position group. Of course, they're not dressed, they're not playing. Mm-hmm. But they're out there continuously encouraging each other and doing what needs to be done to just pump each other up. That's what they're doing.
Would you go as far as to say he's mentoring?
Alex Smith is definitely in a mentorship position. He's definitely in a mentor capacity. And I think it's wonderful.
Because the last few quarterbacks didn't have that. So
and that's, listen, if you pay attention, they look like they're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're absolutely correct, Joy. The rest of didn't have that. They didn't have a true veteran leader that wasn't also in the trenches. Mm-hmm. Now, let me be clear. I see Joe Theismann around there sometimes. He say something. He can provide his input, Then he go on. Because that's not, you know what I mean? But day 7 today, they're doing what they're supposed to do.
Right.
And that's all you can ask. That's all you can ask. That's all you can say. Is we doing exactly, and going back to John Adams, Jonathan Allen is what happened to that defense. Something.
We hope so.
Somebody said something. And they're bringing that Alabama energy. I don't know if anybody saw Jonathan Allen's presser the other day, where he said he hates losing more than he likes winning. That's competition right there, buddy. If you, so they're bringing that energy, and it's transcending. Everybody out there's got something to prove. These guys don't want to lose more than we want to watch them lose. They really don't. They really do not. So I just want to encourage everybody. Again, let them stay healthy. That's the big thing right there. And Nick Sudberg said that in his one-on-one about his team goals and his personal goals. First things first, I want to stay healthy. You know, he made it 14 games last year. Yeah, okay, he's a long snapper, but he has a position. He has a role. And he wants to be out there for 16 plus games.
They all should.
They all do. You don't want to get hurt. Nobody wants to get hurt.
They do it so well.
But because that's a dangerous sport. It's a dangerous sport. Because I know I had to get up and get out of the way a few times. Because I'm not getting like you won't deck me out here. And of course, somebody asked, Marius has asked, what's your opinion on Trent Williams? Listen, right? What's going on with Trent is serious, and I will go back to when I first met Trent last year at training camp as a member of the media. Trent was very nice to me and very welcoming. He bleeds the burgundy and gold more than just about any fan, any player. For him to if he doesn't want to be here or for him to not be here, it is something very serious. It is either very health related that he's still not here, or he has totally been like, this is not a good place for me. What I want to also share with people is this. So Donald Penn shared in his presser that he spoke with Trent before he signed. Trent could have easily said, dude, don't do it. It ain't even worth it. You know, so whether he has the starting position or not, meaning Donald Penn.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have signed if Trent completely dogged the organization. Because Donald Penn was very clear. He had other offers. He said, you know, his family lives on the West Coast. It was a very hard decision for him to come here away from his family, you know. So just keep that in mind that, hey, listen, and I get that, you know, perhaps, you know, the Redskins put their foot down. Trent has put his foot down. People are calling about Trent. Of course they are. Yeah, so for you know, for us here, right, people will say, you know, he gonna be hurt half the season anyway. People are calling for Trent because regardless of how hurt he is, they'll take him hurt on their team in their front offensive line than playing against them. Straight up. That's the word around the league on him. So while people are like, well, he gonna be hurt, that's not the league. Like, well, hand him here. Because that left tackle position is a hard position to fill. And it's very important. So.
And he's a cold beast.
He's a beast. He's a beast. Even on his worst day. He'll go out there with no ankles messing around with the Redskins and maybe, hey, listen.
I just hope the Redskins are as aggressive as the other teams on keeping him. That's the hope.
That's if he wants to be kept. It's like a relationship, you know?
Yep.
That's like if he wants to be kept. So, y'all, look, I think we are at about our time. You guys, listen. I'm going to be honest with y'all because, you know, the Redskins preseason games, they got 4 preseason games. All of their preseason games are on Thursdays. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I had to figure that out. I mean, it's going to be, that's a blessing. That's good because you always got something to talk about. But at the same token, I'm still trying to work out my schedule, being completely honest, and just figuring out where we going to be. Because the Skins going to be on TV. And y'all going to be watching them and not me. Okay? So, with all that being said, you all have a beautifully blessed rest of your day. And I will see you all soon.